You can work on your virtual sports. There's still time to send in your results for that, right?
Oh yeah, I did mine already. I think
virtual,
I did one for mini golf.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right, well, I think it's just about 4 o'clock, so maybe we could get started with Mark. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mark's a longtime friend of ours who's been to a lot of events. He's done bowling he's been at. He's done the send-off for our team going to the USA Games.
Oh, nice.
He's done our bocce event in Stanford. So we love Mark. He's tremendous. And we're so excited that he's here.
Yeah,
He is
Awesome.
a
very
reporter
good
for
friend.
News 12. I know some of you are in Hartford area and you don't get News 12, but take his word for it. Mark's an excellent reporter.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for that great introduction, Debbie. And
And a good buddy of mine.
yes, it's so good to see all you guys. Of course, half of you I know or have at least seen a couple times before. So this is great for me. It's just, you know, I don't have to tell you guys, it's just been difficult, I think, for a lot of us, right? Because of COVID, we can't get out and do a lot of the things that we like to do. But this is such a great idea to be able to see everybody's face again.
My name is Adiskowski. I'm a global ambassador. I work from home.
Awesome. Well, it's nice to see you.
I'm working.
You're working, yeah?
I'm working at Penda.
That's better.
Oh, that's good.
At the training center.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
Good for you guys. Good for you guys. So yeah, everybody's been safe though, right? Everybody's been
Yep, so far.
Yep.
So
That's
far.
good. That's good. Well, keep your social distancing and wearing your mask, and we're going to get through this all together. But
Absolutely.
I am in such awe of all of you for all the great things that you do. I'm going to these events because you guys are so inspiring and just so much fun to be around. So it's a pleasure for me to be here.
Yeah. Thank you.
And you know, we're going to talk a little bit about, I guess, a little bit about what I do. I also would love to have you interject with questions or things that are on your mind, as always. But I got to tell you, it's been a little bit of a challenge, even to do my job as a TV reporter during all this. Because normally, you know, our station is located in Norwalk. Which for folks who are up in the Hartford way, that's kind of down by Bridgeport, Stanford, towards New York. So generally every day I would drive, you know, about a half hour into Norwalk. But now my photographer lives the next town over. So I just go over to his house and we hang out in his dining room. And we sometimes do stories on Zoom like this, or we sometimes get the chance to actually go to somebody's house or their office and talk to them about what's going on. But a lot of our stories have been COVID related and how people are dealing with it. In fact, we do a weekly show on Fridays called We're Open, where we kind of showcase local businesses and how they've gotten through the pandemic. Some have had to close, some stayed open. You know, we're doing a lot of restaurants. We did, but you know, I gotta tell you, what's amazing is the creativity of people out there is amazing. Like in Newtown, for example, I'm in Monroe. Newtown is the next town from me. And what they did there is, you know, to kind of get people in the community back together again, they put up a whole outdoor movie theater, which was so cool. So they put the screen up on the back of the town hall, and they had this company that came in that, you know, with a projector and everything. And I'm telling you what, it was the coolest thing. It was like, you know, Debbie and I, you know, a couple of folks will probably remember going to a drive-in movie, you know. There aren't that many anymore, but this was like going back in time to like a drive-in movie. You could bring your dinner, a drink, a blanket, and, you know, kind of cozy up to your friend and watch a movie. It was really cool. You guys like movies?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I bet you've been watching a lot of movies lately.
Not me.
that's been kind of cool. The community are getting creative and kind of coming together.
Right.
So and what's good too is we've been able to do like a lot of positive stories too, because I think sometimes folks get kind of tired, don't they, of hearing about COVID and I can't do anything, but so we try to also feature people who are doing kind of fun and cool things. There was a little girl in Milford who did like a little lemonade stand that she raised money for folks that had cancer, and she was so fun and personable, and she just had so much personality, and I mean just so much fun to be around. But that's like you guys. You guys are so outgoing. Have you guys had any ideas for things that maybe might captivate somebody's attention out in the community during all this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ryan, what do you got?
I'm campaigning for Special Olympics
No way.
for inclusion.
That's awesome. That's really great.
With Debbie Horn's approval.
Yep, we're going to work on that, Ryan. We're going to be reaching out to you soon about that.
That is awesome. That's really, really good. Now, where are you located, Ryan?
I live in South Windsor. I would love to make a deal with Debbie Horn and have you to cover it.
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to. Yeah, we can go up to the airport, right?
Mark.
Invite to eat. Go to Bobby V's and.
Oh yes, you got me home. Yeah.
Mark, for art this week, we've been learning about trees and stuff. And here's one of my creations. You can see it.
Where did I lose you?
Oh, there you are. See?
Where is she? I don't see you anymore, Allie. Where'd you go?
Sorry.
You disappeared on
Fix
us.
this up.
Oh, there you are.
There we go. See?
You did that?
Yes, I did.
That is amazing.
Yes. A matter of fact, County Center has this calendar event almost every year, and they put pictures into the calendars. I got featured for next year's calendar.
That's awesome.
Yes, I'm really excited.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's been, as I said, it's certainly been challenging, but it's such a crazy time too that folks have been, some folks have also been furloughed or
Yeah.
lost
Oh,
their
I'm still
jobs.
furloughed.
So it's, knock on wood, I feel blessed that I still have a job, thank goodness, and am able to kind of let people know still what's going on out there, and hopefully give them a little inspiration too. So you guys have been working, and what else have you been doing?
Well, let's see. I've been doing art. I've been working out with my trainer.
Yeah.
I've been doing trivia and Earth Fest. I've been doing virtual field trips and a little bit of Zumba.
You are so busy. I got to tell you, I love Allie. She sends me some tremendous emails.
I do the fifth five.
Oh, yeah, that's what I've been telling you. And here's another tree I've been working on.
I like it, Allie.
Oh, nice one.
Now, how did you? Was that made out of paper? Or?
Our art teacher's been teaching us different things, and lately she's been teaching us about Vincent van Gogh and all these other famous artists.
That's neat. Wow, you're learning a lot too, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm not working for a little while longer because where I work, it's a nursing home, and 5 people died from COVID.
Oh, that's sad.
So,
That's sad. Well,
so it might not be till like end of October, beginning November.
Ryan, you've got your hand up over there.
Yes. I just want to say I do fifth five for Special Olympics, and it's a really good type of fifth five kind of movement.
Yes.
So Fit 5 is a Facebook group we have, and it offers fitness activities for the athletes to do at home so they stay active and keep practicing their sports.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I did too. I did how do you call it? I did like a bash at my house. So I have to like say it in, to the Olympics, and then and my family, my whole family, like my two brother-in-laws and my two sisters, and my goddaughters. I have two goddaughters. So
That's awesome.
yeah, and they watch me and they watch me on my mom's laptop when I used to bash, and they had a private ceremony. So I get that medal.
Wow, that's awesome. Now, I know things have changed for you guys too. I mean, how has COVID changed in terms of doing the ceremonies and everything?
No,
It's kind of hard.
A little
like,
bizarre.
because my family was over, you know,
Yeah.
they came over like for the weekend.
Are we going to do it in the future, Mark, if we still have it?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Mark.
Yeah. Oh, I hope
that.
so.
Well,
I
you
hope
mean
so.
like
I mean,
opening
Because I miss your
ceremonies?
cheesing
Yeah, if you
and
do
all
it for
that
the
fun
future,
stuff.
if you're still
We've been
doing it.
doing it virtually because we have to limit the number of people. So we did some in-person
Right,
activities
right.
for the weekend. We did some croquet and bocce, some outdoor activities, but we had to limit
And
it to
bash,
50 people
yeah.
or less. So we
Yeah.
had to keep it small, and we did opening ceremonies. But hopefully we can get back to doing them again, right?
I'm going to do it
Oh.
in some kind of
Oh,
future.
yes.
Yeah. So why don't we listen more of what Mark's got to say about what he does and his leadership advice for us? What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's well, I've been now at News 12 for over 7 years now, and so obviously I'm one of the senior reporters there, and so it's kind of nice because some of the younger folks do look up to me for a little bit of leadership and getting through the newsroom. And I mean, being in a TV newsroom is really like the same for all you guys. It's like being on a team, really, and we all have to be able to work together. There's a lot of different moving parts going on for a half-hour newscast. I mean, and a lot of them you don't even see. I mean, you see the people on TV, you know, the reporters and anchors like myself, but, you know, there's also photographers and there's editors. So obviously the photographers take the pictures and the editors really put all the stories together. So if I'm going to do a story, you know, we have a meeting in the morning and we talk about what we're going to cover for that day, what kind of story ideas everybody has. And then if they're approved by our news director, we you know, we go out and set them up and we go do the interviews, whether I said it's in person or like on Zoom, like we're doing now. And then I'll go back and go over all those interviews. So, you know, the interview may take about 5 to 10 minutes, but then I got to go back and review all that. And I got to write it all down. I got to, you know, times in and everything and make sure that, you know, I've got all my ducks in a row. And then I have to tell the story. And for the most part, I think, you know, most stories are fairly straightforward. Some can be a little more difficult, you know, depending if you're in, you know, using technical terms and legal things like that. But so then once I write that up, that has to go to a producer who looks that over to get that approved. That's approved. Then I go to my photographer and he puts it all together. And then by the magic of computer technology, he edits it on, I guess most of you are probably on a laptop, I guess, and I'm on a laptop.
Yeah, mine's technical, a little.
You can mute
And,
yourself while he's talking. That would be great.
That's why I try to tap it a little bit so I can hear you better.
Yeah, if everybody
So,
can mute while Mark's talking, that would be helpful.
so we're, you know, so we're all on laptops and we're, you know, typing up scripts and he's editing on his laptop and then he, you know, really at the push of a button, he can feed it all to a Google Drive that folks in Norwalk can then access. And that's how they put it in we have like a big server, a computer server that houses all of the video that is used in the show. And they're all coded so that the director can call them up and so forth during the show. It's amazing. I mean, you can just call it up immediately and go right to it. You know, unlike the old days when I started, we had tapes and, you know, if you ever saw the movie broadcast news where people were running down the hall with a tape and trying to, and it was crazy, but it's so much, I mean, the computers now, it's just so much quicker and easier. And so that's how we get the show put together. But now, you know, I'm wearing, you know, kind of like you guys too, I'm wearing a lot of different hats. So my primary job is to report stories every day, but then I also work on some of these special projects. And one of the ones that I'm doing now is we're doing an investigative, half-hour investigative show across all the News 12 networks. It's air on September 30th. And so it'll be seen in Connecticut, Long Island, New Jersey, Westchester, and the Bronx and Brooklyn. And each region is responsible for a different investigative story about education during COVID. You know, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have all heard about how schools have been facing so many issues between, you know, teachers and students and administrators who are trying to keep school going during this pandemic. So we're focusing kind of on the angle of teachers and how they're dealing with the school system. Because a lot of them, and I don't blame them, really kind of want to work from home and teach virtually because they're concerned about the virus, or they or someone in their family has a pre-existing condition and they don't want to get other people sick. But some school systems are for it, some school systems are against it. So I think everybody is just trying to get a little bit of guidance from the state, from the Department of Public Health, and from you know, the Department of Education as to how they should do this. You know, I mean, they have the PPE, you know, they have all that, they're social distancing, but you know, some folks want to be in school, some don't. Some schools have decided to do what they call a hybrid plan, which means that they're in school part of the week and they're home for the other part of the week. So it's so many things to think about, really. I mean, nobody could have ever imagined all that we would be going through right now, and we still don't know how this is going to turn out. Although we hope that, you know, this vaccine will soon so that we can all get back together, because, you know, I want to see all you guys again in person sooner than later, and see you guys in action too. I mean, that's the whole fun of it. This is great, though. I mean, thank goodness we have this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys have any questions of me now about things that I do, or?
What do you do for a living?
Guys, why don't you either type your note in chat or raise your hand? I think
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. There's a couple of things in chat here.
What's the best thing you like to do?
Best thing I like to do, I think, is talk to people. I love to talk to people. I love to tell their story, find out what they're all about. And, you know, people, I mean, you guys know from all your competitions, and I mean, many of you travel all over the place, you know, so you meet a lot of different people, and you have to admit, people are very interesting, right? I mean, everybody has something new and exciting about themselves that they like to share with somebody, just like all of you guys. You all have special talents that other people don't have. I mean, you need to really, you know, hold on to that and remember that, because you guys should really be proud of yourselves. Allie, you got your hand up. Then I'll go to Dan.
All right, I got a two-part question to ask you, Mark.
Oh, I think Dan raised his hand. Okay, go ahead, Allie, and then Dan.
How did you become journalism and then start doing your news career? Because I'm interested in that.
Yeah, well, I think you'd be good at it. You're a good talker, right? Yeah. Well, it's funny because in our business, it's kind of the old adage, like, you know, you need to get experience to get a job, and then you need a job to get experience, kind of thing. So I did a lot of internships, you know, so I interned, you know, Ryan probably watches Channel 3, lives in South Windsor, right? So I interned
Yeah,
at Channel
I do
3.
watch Channel 3
I interned at a couple of
and other networks too.
yeah, I interned at a couple of radio stations, and so like anything, I mean, you certainly folks go to school for it, but the best way to really learn, I think, like anything, maybe you guys have found, is just to do it. You know, is just to get the experience of knowing how it works, doing it every day. That's really the best way to know. Did I answer your question? That question, Allie?
Yeah. You weren't nerve-wracking when you first started, were you?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. I mean,
Like
you know,
today, you know.
I had no idea. I mean, I had an idea, but I had no idea at the time. Dan, you've had your hand up. I don't want
Yes.
you to wait any longer.
Well, people, be as a good host and
Off.
Oh, somebody else was talking, Dan. I apologize.
Okay, mute your computer if you're not talking.
people, and you have to be a good host. Say hi to people and talk to them, customers, people where I know because I'm the mayor of Avon here, and I do care about people, like meet and greet, eye contact, customers. This I care about.
That's wonderful. So are you running Avon Mountain? What are you running over there? Talcott Mountain? What's going on?
Avon Fair, because everybody knows I'm the man.
Too much.
You are the mayor. Well, those are wonderful qualities to have, as you know, to be a great personable host, and eye contact is very important, obviously, and you're so welcoming. You have a great smile.
I do. Thank you.
Mark, does
Yeah.
Mel get to watch you do this stuff?
Aaron next. Okay, I think let's take a question from Matt, and then we'll take a question from Aaron, okay? Everybody else
Okay.
kind of remain quiet. That'd be great. Go ahead, Matt.
Okay.
You want me to go or you want her to go? I have three quick questions though. Now, when you did music making, how many years have you done music making? I'm sorry, I was running. I had to do it with my mom and everything like that. And right now I'm doing a presentation for the virtual reality Strides Road Race. So, the question is real quick. How many years you've done this job though, and what does it take to become a news person to talk to people? Because I've done that for 20 years. Because I know a lot of people in my community, and I talk to people. That's how I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And understand exactly what's going on though in my own community. So what is the best thing about what you do with this business?
Well, those are all questions, and I thank you, Aaron. So I started in this business in 1985. I'm older than you guys. So I was at the University of Connecticut and worked at the campus radio station. It's so funny because I always knew that this was something I wanted to do. In fact, I was in my hometown recently, which is East Hampton, Connecticut, which is in Middlesex County. And so I was over at my folks' house the other day, and one of my old babysitters came over to say hello, and she told my wife, she says, "Oh, we knew Mark from a young age wanted to do this because he would pick up a stick and just start singing and talking and saying like, well, I guess I couldn't say ladies and gentlemen. I would say lazies and gentlemen. Yeah, so I think I knew from a very young age that this is something I wanted to do, but I just didn't know how to go about it. So when I was at UConn and taking classes, I was interested in joining the campus radio station, and my aunt, who lived in Columbia, which is right near Stores, she used to listen to the Polish program on the weekends. So she said, hey, and she was a pretty bold lady, and she said, I'm going to call up this guy in the Polish program, and I'm going to tell him that you want to be on the radio. So she did, and pretty soon I became friendly with this guy, and he got me into the radio station, and I loved it. What I loved about radio is that it was just, you could do so many different things. I mean, I filled in on his Polish program. I did the news, I did sports, I did play-by-play of the basketball games. So there were so many different things that you could do, and it forced you to learn how to ad lib, how to, a conversation, talk about things, describe things to people. And I think that's what I like. I like informing people, I guess, and telling them what's going on, and also kind of, describing a situation. And kind of that's what I think has helped me as a reporter, is just having that ability to be in a situation and just tell somebody what's going on, even just showing them, pointing to this. You can see this tree came down behind me, and it looks like, the other one fell over here. So, I mean, just kind of getting people interactive as well into the story, because I think that's important. Did I answer your question, Aaron? And tell me if I didn't.
Yeah, because I used to work for a radio station over here in Connecticut. Though I used to work for Gem 107.7. I was a mascot, and
Oh, no way.
yeah, the people who knew me back in the day, and he asked me, he said, listen, he says, do you want to like be a mascot? I said, yeah. I said, what's the catch? I said, there's no catch though. I mean, just do it. You do it and everything else. So you go to different places, you go to events though, and then you go to like car dealerships and everything. So I went all over, and then I was in the parade. I was Jam and J Dog, and and then I was the elephant, Peanuts. I was Peanuts, the elephant, and I did those two. Well, I didn't do it two at the same time. I did one for Jam and J Dog because the person was trying to win, so I had to stand right next to a person because they make sure that they're happy though and everything else. But I tell you, the top of the head was heavy. It's just filled with not books, but filled with pillows and everything.
Ooh.
And I tell you, it was great. I loved it. I got paid and everything, and I loved it. It was awesome. I had fun with it.
That's awesome. Well, good for you. Now,
the best part with that, real quick.
I think Matt had a question.
Best part of that, real quick, is they asked me one day when they saw me, they said, hey, listen, they said, next time if we have things around here, one guy, the guy from the producer asked me to, I helped them out one day, and we were passing out stuff though for the night out, and we were passing out like shirts and towels and a whole bunch of stuff though. And then we had the police department outside serving hot dogs and everything. So I was mostly in the costume the whole entire time. And then I was up on stage though, and we was just like throwing stuff out there, and like kids wanted me to come down and take a picture and everything else. So, and it was great. I had fun with that though.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm doing it.
All right, I think we got Matt with a question next.
Yes, Matt.
Just so we get to everybody's questions, because we have limited time.
So you work at a TV station, right?
Correct. Yeah.
I have a house in North Woodstock, New Hampshire, and my next door neighbor works for a TV station in the White Mountains station in New Hampshire. And so I looked her up, and she is she works at a radio TV station, and so when this COVID-19 is over, I'm gonna introduce myself to the TV station person, and maybe someday she's gonna take me down, and I'll be on TV. And I have a job. I used to work at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in Windsor, Connecticut, and
Ooh.
yeah, and I go and I said, "Do you like? How's your lunch? How's your meal? Good afternoon, welcome to Bears. Good morning, welcome to Bears." So I was talking to customers about their food, and they liked their food.
That's awesome. You know, speaking of that, I used to work in Vermont and New Hampshire. I worked in White River Junction, Vermont, and we covered Vermont and part of New Hampshire. We went all the way to Concord and then up to what is it, Rutland, I guess. So
Yes.
yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool being up there. And it was also up in upstate New York in a place called Plattsburgh, which is part of the Burlington, Vermont market. But oh, it's cold though. I mean, it was up there, but the
Wow.
weather was cold. Yeah.
So I want you to like if there's any opens for you, I
Yeah.
want you to work at like NBC 30 or WFSB. So
Okay.
so you can like help Scott Haney out, and
I don't know if he needs any help or not. I don't know.
what about Bob Maxon?
Ryan Hanrahan, you forgot about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is the best.
Yeah.
Well, you know, remember now too, you can always go to news12.com and click on the Connecticut section. That's how you'll get to see me.
There you go, guys. Right? I think that's the tip of the day.
Yes,
Well,
you don't even have to live down here.
All right.
What issue about
Question. Megan, do you want to ask your question next? I'm trying to get everybody who had a hand up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm gonna do one more.
Mark, you're gonna love this one. I was being on TV before with Debbie.
I believe did I hear about this?
I think I know Debbie told you this, but I was on ABC 30 one time with Debbie Horn.
Yeah, I know that.
Word.
Yes, remember that,
And what
Debbie?
was,
Does a good
Well-
job on her on TV interviews. She does a great
Yeah.
job.
yeah, you're very good.
Yes, I keep my show and stay on topic of Special Olympics, not talk about my job or anything that's really personal. Because my life is working from home on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I work at Kenduck on Tuesdays.
Oh,
Every Tuesday is my first stop, so I do that, and it's fun. So I'm trying to get back to work again, but I'm not talking about my job or anything. It's really personal, so I'm not going to say anything today
yeah.
because it's
That's
personal.
awesome.
It stays at home. We do Olympics. Focus on that. That's what I do.
All right,
I
Kimberly.
see.
I think Kimberly has a question next.
Yeah, Mark, what's your toughest challenge that you have accomplished working at the news station?
Ooh, that is a really good question, Kimberly. I'm glad you asked that. Well, I'll tell you what. Change is not an easy thing, right? I mean, we all know that. Not all of us like to embrace change, and I guess myself included. So I've always been, you probably remember me originally doing sports, so I've always, covered sports, and that's how I got introduced to all you great guys and gals. So, but unfortunately, in our business, the sports end of it, at least for local TV news, has kind of dwindled a little bit. I mean, you see like Kevin Nathan on Channel 30, he used to do sports. Now
Oh, I know him.
Rich Coppola, who's at Channel 61, he's now doing news at Channel 8. So, I had to get to that point. I had that discussion with my wife that, well, maybe it's that time where we got to, reinvent ourselves here. So that's, with the encouragement of my wife, Mallory, that's what I did. I switched over to news. I started reporting. I did some anchoring and probably saved my job, So, so that is an excellent, so that was a hard thing. It was a hard transition, a little scary. I was comfortable in my little sports world, but I'm glad I did it now, and I wouldn't have changed a thing. So, Kimberly, that is an excellent, excellent question.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is there anybody that wants to ask a question that hasn't asked a question yet?
I didn't yet.
Okay, go ahead, Alicia.
Thank you. Mark, what do you do for what do you do for a living?
I work for News 12 Connecticut as a reporter. And we cover, southwestern Connecticut and western Connecticut too. We also have expanded up into Sudol County. So we cover almost half the state now, which is kind of cool. I wish we covered all of it, but we're getting there. So.
Nice. Do you know Ryan Harahan? Can I ask?
I don't know. I mean, I know of him. I don't know him.
He's my other friend.
Because my brother-in-law John, he's a friend of his.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Huh?
I know Kevin Nathan. I know Rich Capone.
Yep, Kevin. I know him.
I know Tony Terzi at Channel 61.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while.
Do you know Ned Lamont?
Ned Lamont?
Yes.
Yep, I know Ned Lamont. Actually, I've interviewed him a couple times, and I always joke with him that he was the guy that invented News 12. He grew up in Greenwich, and supposedly, I guess, was an investor originally when News 12 went on the air in the late 80s. So that's a little joke when we see each other.
I love it.
Yeah, talk to your kids how they do, in one spot, Yeah,
I know. But that's what's cool about also what you guys do. You get to meet some pretty cool people. I'm sure you've met a lot of famous people and the governor and so on and so forth, right?
I know Senator Blumenthal.
He's a wonderful man. Yes.
Yeah, I met him a couple times.
Here's a funny story about Senator Blumenthal. Now, Senator Blumenthal lives in Greenwich. He goes to D.C. About every day. I think he goes back and forth. And then every day he comes into our newsroom. Every day he comes in there to give us a comment about whatever he's talking about or whatever's in the news. Mm-hmm. That's pretty amazing. So we've really developed a great relationship with him. Yeah.
I had breakfast with him once.
He's very nice. He's very nice.
They're going to finish tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Anybody else have a question who didn't ask a question?
I'll get tomorrow, and then Jose and Taylor are going to show up again tomorrow.
Dan, you got your hand up again.
Oh, Lord.
Anybody else?
I'm trying to unmute you, Dan.
Oh.
You click the thing in click your microphone so we can hear you, Dan. You see the microphone in the bottom, the little red microphone? There you go.
There it is.
You go.
You've got it, Dan the man.
I met him in Blumenthal.
You said something about Blumenthal, but then Allie was talking as usual.
I met him.
Oh,
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
I met him. Nice
Oh, you
guy.
met him?
Yes.
Oh, wow. And I bet he thought that you were very personable.
I was in Hartford, dinner with his brother who lives in Connecticut, and I met the guy.
That's awesome.
all right.
Ryan has his hand up
Up
again.
there for a while. Do you have another question for Mark?
I do, yes. I have 3 names here, just quick. Does you know Brad Davis?
Brad Davis?
Brad Davis.
Brad Davis, who
Brad-
runs 100.29.
Yes. And I haven't met Brad. I've seen Brad. I just miss the way that they used to do things. I grew up with, a little DRC AM and FM, and I just kind of miss the old station. Yeah.
So I used to work for him.
Oh, you did? You worked for Brad?
Yes. they laid me off because my contract ended.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, how about Jerry Christopher? You work with him?
I met him, yes.
Yeah.
And I have another name for you. Do you know Brooke Baldwin from Channel 33?
CNN.
CNN.
I know the name. I haven't met Brooke. No.
Right, because she's been here for 12 years.
Oh, wow. Huh.
And I want to say something really quick. Mom,
Oh,
come
yeah.
here.
Hello.
My mom is related to Brooke Baldwin.
No way. That's why you brought that up. That was sneaky, Ryan.
Yes.
You snuck that one in and we didn't even see it coming.
Yes.
That was clever of you.
Yes.
You are really something else.
Wow.
Yes.
You wait till I get to South
That's
Windsor.
cool,
It's not
Ryan.
over yet.
Yes. And last name. Do you know Tom Delnicki?
Tom Delnicki. Why does that sound familiar?
He lives right near us on South Road in South Windsor.
State rep.
Oh,
He's a state
okay.
representative.
Okay.
And he knows Special Olympics because he has so far lately been supporting my cause for Special Olympics.
Oh, good. Very good. Allie, you've got your hand up again. Looks like you're getting tired.
Well, I
No.
got another two-part question to ask you. Does Mal ever get to watch you work? And what does she do for a living?
You're so cute.
Oh, thank you.
It's so
Appreciate that.
funny. It's so funny. Well, now we've been married almost 6 years now. It'll be 6 years in December. And thank you. And when we first dated, I would bring her to everything. I brought her to games, championship games, banquets, you name it. But now I guess the thrill wore off, and she's so busy with her job now. She works for a mortgage company, and so she loves that. And I was hoping she's going to work more from home, but she's going into the office a little bit and then kind of splitting some time. So I told her about this today. She wanted to be here. I was hoping that she would have been home by now, but she's
I was
not.
just going to say hi to her.
But we've got to do a Zoom again anyway. And this
I
is
know.
just
Sure,
I
yeah,
got your
yeah.
email, I got your
I love
address.
this, and I love seeing you guys. You're amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Does
welcome.
anybody
Thank
else
you.
have any questions? Maybe somebody that hasn't asked one yet? Tasha or
Who?
John or Brian?
How about
Oh, yeah,
BJ?
well,
You haven't said anything yet.
Oh, yeah, well, what's your favorite sports team?
Oh, there you go, Bobby.
Well, what's my favorite sports team? Oh, you're gonna hate me. I'm a Red Sox fan.
Yes! Yes!
That's all right. I feel better. I thought we were gonna have a bunch of Yankee fans. Okay. that's good.
Who's your favorite basketball team, NBA team?
Oh, Celtics. They're playing tonight.
Love the
Kevin.
Celtics.
I'm a Bluefish fan.
Oh,
A
yeah.
Bluefish fan.
Yeah, I don't really watch
I
certain
know.
I'm a Patriots fan.
Patriots.
Me too.
Yay!
I'm a Raiders fan, Oakland Raiders fan, so.
Oakland, that's a cool team. They're a cool team. But now they're in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because what's cool about the Raiders is they always seem to play on Halloween because they all dress up like, the
Oh, yeah.
crazy outfits.
Halloween's my favorite. It's around my birthday, Mark.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, October 25th is my birthday. I'll be 41.
You will not. You look a day over 21. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you feel like 31 years old.
You didn't
41.
even do the math correctly. That can't even be right.
Oh, no, I'll prove I'm 41.
Let me see your birth certificate.
I don't have
This year I get
Talk to
38.
your parents about that.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
Yeah,
go look
you
one
tell
of
the parents, yeah, you probably believe them.
Mary Beth, do you have a question for Mark? Go ahead.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, I don't know if we could hear you.
Mary Beth, is that you?
We see you with your hand
Beth,
up.
you got your hand up. Go ahead, sweetie.
Me?
Oh, I
You
don't
got to
know.
put your audio on, though, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like she's muted, but I can't hear her.
I'm talking about Meg.
Hello.
Muted though.
Yeah.
She's not muted. All right, is there anybody else while Mary Beth's we're trying to figure out her audio?
I do.
All right, go ahead.
So,
Meg.
Mark, my
Yes,
favorite
Megan.
team is the Yankees and the Giants.
Yankees and the Giants. I have a lot of respect for those teams, even though I'm a Boston fan, but I have a lot of respect for them. And I kind of liking the Giants anyway, but their defense is a little bit better this year. They
Yep.
had a good game against Pittsburgh the other night, I thought.
It was okay.
But it's going to be a long season, right? We know that. You think Danny Dimes is cute, the quarterback, or?
I'm into Saquon Barkley.
Oh, you like Saquon? Oh, he's great. Yeah,
I
he's
hate
great.
football.
Mark,
Oh my God.
Mark,
I'm a who's Boston Fanatics, West Coast, Brewers, Celtics, Patriots, and UConn.
No, we got a lot of Boston fans here. Wow, I love it.
Absolutely.
I don't watch any sports, but I like to do art and music for fun hobbies.
Just for hobbies. You have so many hobbies. I can't even keep them all straight.
I don't know. I'm just lucky, I guess.
You're just so talented.
Thank you.
Mark,
Teresa, yes.
I am Alicia. But yeah,
I apologize.
okay, Tuesday is my mom. I do swimming. Okay, for this year we had to like cancel all that, and you know, so we may do it again next year.
Oh, yeah, I hope that I'd like to see all you guys in action. That would be nice.
I can't invite you, but I know where and when. I think it will be posted.
Yeah.
Mary
Yeah.
Beth, do you want to try again? I know you have a question to ask. We'd love to hear it.
Yes.
Can we hear you? Dad's there. Maybe he's
Dad's there.
You could type it into the chat box if that's
Oh,
easier.
right.
If anybody has a question and wants to type it into the chat box, if they're more comfortable doing it that way, feel free. We
I don't know how to do it that way.
have about 5 more minutes or so. So we'll take a couple more questions, and then we don't want to be respectful of his time.
Yeah, and then I got one more Zoom class to take after.
Me too.
Yeah, Megan and I both do.
Me, Alice, and Mark, we did drop-in center together. So
Yeah, we're part of the County Center, Mark.
Oh, neat.
Yep.
Awesome.
We have a friend that loves to do funny voices and makes us laugh.
Oh yes, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo is one of them.
I heard
So I have a question for Mark. Can I ask a question?
Of course. Let Debbie talk.
What makes a good story? What pitch do you hear and say, and one that makes you go, I really got to do a story about this?
Wow, that is a really good question, Debbie. Yeah, I think a really good story is just you need to have a real good character, I think, for a really good story, So someone who's doing something unique, different, maybe nutty. That's why I like that little girl with the lemonade stand. She was different. She was bold for like a 5-year-old. Most 5-year-olds, aren't very talkative for one. And she just had so much to say, and she was just so cute about it. I mean, you couldn't help but fall in love with this little girl. So that really makes a great story. I mean, people can just, warm up to someone like that,
I love your Facebook pictures. They're very interesting.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like the way you go like, I want ice cream. I like ice cream story.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to have fun, right? I mean, that's,
Exactly.
I get
Yeah.
by that creamer. I know where it is. I passed by
Oh,
it.
in Trumbull. Yep.
Yeah,
in
I've
Trumbull
seen
at,
it.
Glasgow's Farm. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But that's
I've been there.
to follow
So
up
have I.
on some of your other questions too. I think that's one thing that I learned over, it's best to be yourself. It's best to have fun at what you're doing. I mean, a lot of people in our business take it very, very seriously, and we're not reinventing the wheel, or it's not rocket science. We're just talking to people and telling them what's going on. And if we can have a little bit of fun along the way, well, who doesn't want to wants to be serious all day, right?
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's boring.
That's
And
great.
one other thing I want to say, Mark, because you're my special friend, I always want to give you one of these hearts for love.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you.
You're so
You,
sweet.
you
I
and
mean,
you and now.
I so look forward to your emails and,
I do too. Yes. Yeah.
If
By the
Debbie
way,
wants to,
I'm sorry about your parents.
I'll give Debbie the okay if she wants to give my email to anybody else. I think it's great. I mean, I love to hear from you guys. You
Yeah.
are you've got so many good stories. And I mean, I'll tell you what, each of you guys probably do more in a day than most people do, I think. Really. I mean,
Mhm.
it's amazing. Now, Ryan's had his hand up again. He's waving. Allie's just hogging up the show here.
I tried not to do all of it.
Okay, I have some
That's
ask you.
funny.
I
Should
got
be
some
America's
ask you.
wacky some videos.
I got some ask you. Do you guys know about the California fires?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh right.
In fact, have you heard that they've been been going for so long now that some of that smoke has come over here to the East Coast now. I mean, they said in Manhattan you can see it in a distance. I mean, it's kind of
I have
scary.
a question. I have a question for Debbie because I want to see if she's willing to send somebody from Special Olympics to help out
Are we going to send someone?
in California.
Oh, in California. That would be a good idea, though, I think, if they did.
I wish I could. I wish we could all go out and help, but I don't know.
I know. That's so
traveling
sweet.
days.
Did you cover these stories about that protesting where the guy got sat on his head?
No, I didn't cover that one. There's a lot of scary ones, though.
Oh, that was scary. I didn't like that one at all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Some folks are getting a little out of control.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian, I just got one here from Brian. Brian, are you on here? I'm trying to see.
I think
Oh, he's by phone usually.
Oh, he's by phone. Okay. Brian asked, how long have you worked at Channel 12? That's a good question. So I've been there a little over 11 years. And then, Megan, you have to go?
Yes, because me and Allison have the next one at 5.
I'm gonna wait till I'm finished. And then I'll
Well, Megan, it's so nice to see you.
Don't worry, I'll come back on again. Don't worry.
Good to see you,
Oh.
Megan.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. I love you.
Oh, there she goes.
See you
Bye,
in
Megan.
2 minutes, okay, Megan?
Any other questions? Who else haven't we heard from here, Debbie?
I don't know. Is there anybody else that asked the question that would like to? And again, I can get your questions to Mark afterwards too, if you think of anything after the
Hey,
call.
Mark, I did Over the Edge for Special Olympics.
You did not. That's awesome.
Thank you, Max. Thank you.
Wow.
Congratulations, Matt.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can do
Mary
that.
Beth is
Wow.
raising.
Mary Beth.
Should we try Mary Beth again? Let's
Yeah,
hear
we
it.
should.
Mary Beth, come with us here. Let's hear what you have to say.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, she's muted though.
Oh no, she's not. But I don't
No?
think the audio is working. All right, we
We
tried.
did it.
Right here.
Oh, hopefully we'll get her question. We'll get it to Mark so he can
Yeah.
respond.
Oh,
Yeah.
Too bad. Well, we're glad she's here.
Yeah.
yes.
Mark, thank you so much for being my friend and being part of my email, buddy.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being a part of my life because
Yeah,
you're
same here.
Yeah.
so special.
So whenever we do a Zoom together, just let me know when, because I'm free most of the time anyway.
Well, yeah, I think October is looking pretty good. If that's okay.
Okay. Because maybe we can do
And
it
it'll be
before your
leading.
birthday or after.
Oh, probably before your birthday. We'll lead right up to your birthday. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And bring Valerie too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She wants to see you too. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Oh.
give Mark a great round of applause and thank you.
Yay, Mark!
Thank you. Thank you. And a big round of applause to all of you too. You are fantastic.
Come back soon.
Yeah. So I'll see you soon, Mark.
Okay, Allie.
Okay. Bye.
And we've recorded this session, so the folks that couldn't be on it because they're working or anything, we can send that to
Yeah.
you, and I'll copy you on that on
Oh,
copy.
good. Yeah, I'd love to watch it again. Yes,
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
nice.
And anybody, if
Oh.
you guys think of any questions and you want to send them along to Mark, you know, we can make that happen. So anything you want to say today? leave that
I have
with
to
me.
go
Debbie.
anyway, Deb.
Hey, Debbie.
So see you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Debbie, are you gonna send out
Debbie.
Mark's email address?
I got a question for you.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you send Mark's information, please? Thank you.
If Mark's comfortable with that.
Sure. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, Debbie, I can't thank you enough. You know, I love working with you guys, and it's just nice to meet even more of these great kids. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can have you come back next year. We'd love to
Who's
keep
in Hawaii?
Mark.
Hey, Mark, thank you.
Down your way, we'll definitely be in touch for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. I hope we can
Oh,
see
yes.
each other
Oh,
in person
yes.
again. That would be
Same
nice.
here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great to
And
Have a good night.
you,
And
All right, you too, everybody. Hey, it's so nice to see
Debbie,
you.
can you call me today?
Okay, I'll call you, Ryan. We'll talk.
Yeah,
All right.
okay. Hey,
Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.
Okay,
You
bye.
too.
Don't
Thank
get
you.
email too much, Daddy.
Bye. Bye.